3, 2, 1, go.
Benjamin and his father climbed between the rocks. If they moved fast enough, they could...
That's not good either.
Benjamin and his
That's
father
where I should leave
climbed
Benjamin
between the
here.
rocks. If
Be
they
the
moved
stepping
fast enough,
stone.
they could probably see the fountain before darkness fell. Benjamin had brought sandwiches especially. They had no crusts. Benjamin's father insisted on that. They were meticulously crafted, packed away in neat boxes.
Yeah, Tovargent, that's the only
For as
other
many
runner of this
cycles
game
as
and
he
de
could
facto
remember,
world record.
Benjamin had made the climb with his
His
father.
run of this level ends after the
Every
words,
time,
packed
the
away in
climb
little
got
boxes.
closer.
Look how much further I have to go.
Benjamin hoped that one day he'd be able to reach out and touch it.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't think I would actually get up here. Dang it. Yeah, that first level is really hard.
Benjamin ran. His father
It's even
had
hard
sent word that
casually,
it was
I would
ready,
say.
that
It's
it was
certainly hard to
actually
do
done.
fast. I think all I really want for this game is sub 10. I would be
There
happy
had
with
been a
that.
few misfires. Benjamin had seen the rectangle who'd tested Mark 26. More of a trapezium now. The jetpack was glorious. Benjamin's father motioned to the switches he'd made, told him to fly to them. Slowly, though. Benjamin ignored him, of course, hitting the sequence as quickly as possible. He was dying to test this out properly, to fly to the fountain. Just a quick flight up to the fountain. Benjamin was sure his father wouldn't mind. The locked doors were a precaution. The spike walls, a friendly reminder to be aware of his surroundings.
Yeah.
That combination lock on the jetpack had, after all, been exceptionally easy to guess.
This is why I'd be a little timid of, you know, if I do run this game at donation events saying like $1 a death, because how many deaths was that? That was like 30. It happened in almost no time at all.
Was done. The fountain had sounded like a great idea when she started. An adventure. And more importantly,
she could
it
have
was an
alone.
adventure she could have alone.
Yeah, if you run off there too fast, you will hit the spike block.
But she hadn't been alone. And they had seen her. Benjamin
So
was
cool
getting
when
good at this.
10-6 goes
He could
right.
fly.
It
It was
very often
important to
does
stay
not.
focused, though. He had a fountain to get to. Get to the fountain, touch it, get home for dinner. His father wouldn't even notice he'd gone anywhere.
Should have made that cycle.
The rectangle seemed remarkably unimpressed by Benjamin's jetpack. She didn't even ask about it. She just kept looking up and muttering about clouds. Initially slighted, Benjamin decided that this was a passing disinterest and she'd come round eventually.
No.
Anna tried to talk the obnoxiously single-minded Square out of his plan. She should have left him, taken the next portal home and forgotten about that big splash. They were halfway to the fountain. It occurred to Benjamin that his father would have become aware of his absence by now. Benjamin hoped that he'd be forgiven. You know, the folly of youth. Father had worked so hard on the jetpack.
Hey, that level went pretty well that time. Come on.
Anna tried again. She told Benjamin about the blinding light of the fountain, of the clouds which had defended it.
Oh,
She begged him
fell
not
off too
to
quickly.
carry on. He laughed it off. He wasn't afraid of clouds, so however pixelated they were, he could fly above them or swoop to avoid them. Sarah was awed by
I
the
feel like
square.
you can make that cycle, but I just
Its voice
don't.
boomed. Raised
Where is my
above the roar
double
of the
jump?
jetpack.
Sometimes the double jump just decides not to work.
You don't
That
happen
is
to have
the
any
worst
sandwiches, do
bullcrap.
you?
Worked that time. Not terrible.
Benjamin liked the
Down
purple fat
here,
girl.
not up.
She was kind of cute. And she seemed really impressed with his jetpack. This was how Anna should have been looking at him all this time.
Oh,
But no. She was
how
sure
did I not die?
naysaying. She did understand the dream
Up
he had, the
here.
importance of what he was doing. That double jump was cool too.
Yeah, that was really slow, but I'll take it.
The fountain of knowledge sounded fantastic. Benjamin hadn't told her what it was, really. She suspected he didn't know. He ploughed off ahead while she jumped behind him, helping the increasingly resigned Anna.
Ah! I'm fucking up. There we go.
Anna was definitely done this time. She had tried. The self-aggrandizing square and the purple orator were never going to listen. She locked the door behind herself. She would stay here where
Is this gonna be okay? Nope.
she could wait a few cycles. Who knew? Maybe this would be enough. She was done with adventure.
Having pasta? I had some pasta
Sarah
earlier
laughed,
myself.
But she had no fear now. The doubter, Anna, had hidden away. Benjamin carried her even higher. He swore the fountain was close, that soon she would see him touch it. He's...
Yeah, I don't really like mushrooms just generally, but I bought this mushroom ravioli the other day, and I didn't buy it intentionally. I meant to buy a ricotta ravioli. Took it home and was like, well, I'm not gonna throw it out. I may as well
brighter
eat
than the
it.
rest.
And
Light
it was
seemed to
fine.
engulf the space around
Probably
it, pouring
get it on
into the
purpose
chambers.
sometime.
Benjamin was close. The jetpack was working. Benjamin thought of his father again. He thought about how proud the big square would be of what he'd accomplished. Sarah knew she could not follow Benjamin any further. She would wait here. He would return soon enough.
That is not the most challenging level,
Shone
11-7.
before him, its light reverberating off the walls percussively. It was awesome.
I mean, this is not the most
Everything he had
challenging
hoped.
game, just generally speaking.
Sandwiches didn't matter anymore.
That level especially takes about 6 seconds
Purple fangos didn't
of just
matter
flying
anymore.
straight up.
It was only Benjamin and the fountain. The light.
I love the design of this level so much. It really reinforces the narrative of Benjamin being blind. Because there are little nooks and crannies you don't fall into until you see them.
Benjamin.
Like, that's one right there on the right.
He had seen shadows, bright lights, data in innumerable and unimaginable combinations. And then it had gone. He wasn't ready.
There's another one right there.
He sat. There was nothing else to do. He'd try and find his way home tomorrow. Sarah fell. Benjamin was stuck up there. She had no idea if she'd ever see him again. The fountain had destroyed everything. It had unleashed the clouds. It had blinded Benjamin. Sarah swore she would see it again. She'd get back to it. She would know what it was and what it contained.
Small baby.